MMA fans always love to talk about what would happen if athletes from different backgrounds faced off against one another. But there's one matchup that's got people talking, and that's between Stamp Fairtex and Ronda Rousey. So, let's find out which fighter could dominate over the other with their respective fighting backgrounds. Stamp Fairtex's career. Stamp Fairtex is a highly skilled martial artist from Thailand who has made a big impact in the world of Muay Thai. She's known for her incredible striking abilities using precise kicks, punches, and clinch work to outclass her opponents. But she's also ventured into mixed martial arts and adapted by combining her striking skills with grappling techniques to win fights in the cage. Stamp Fairtex accomplished an incredible goal in 2023 when she won the one world title in her third martial arts discipline, MMA. She competed 3 times at the age of 26, twice in mixed martial arts and once in kickboxing, establishing her reputation as a talented and adaptable fighter. Her journey began with an insane victory over Anna Jarunsak in kickboxing at One Fight Night 6. She then made her US debut on One Fight Night 10, defeating Alice Anderson in an MMA bout with a highlight reel finish. But the most impressive victory came at One Fight Night 14, when she faced Ham So-hee for the interim Atomweight title. After a wild performance, Stamp became the undisputed women's Atomweight MMA world champion by stopping him in the 3rd round with a barrage of strikes. This historic win added to Stamp's impressive collection of titles, including the 1 kickboxing and Muay Thai world titles. With her unmatched success across multiple disciplines, Stamp is planning to go even further in 2024, including defending her atomweight title against Denise Zamboanga in June and potentially challenging Xiong Jingnan for the strawweight title. Would beating them mean she's ready to take on one of the hardest hitters the UFC has to offer? Ronda Rousey's career. Well, as everyone knows, Ronda Rousey played a major role in making women's mixed martial arts popular. But does that mean Stamp could beat the pioneer of women's mixed martial arts? To be fair, both fighters come from a different fighting background. While Fairtex comes from Muay Thai, Rousey is very well known for her judo background. But more importantly, Rousey changed the game by introducing innovative ways to end fights like her trademark armbar submission. Her mastery of judo throws, paired with her relentless aggression and control on the ground, made her incredibly dominant during her time as the UFC bantamweight champion. Beyond her achievements in the cage, Rousey's influence extended far beyond, propelling her to global stardom and opening doors for women fighters everywhere, significantly raising the profile of women's MMA to unprecedented levels. Ronda Rousey was destined for greatness from a young age because she's also the daughter of the first American to win a World Judo Championship, Anne-Marie DeMars. But Rousey's journey to success wasn't anything easy. Overcoming apraxia and a speech impediment, she began practicing judo at age 11 under her mother's guidance. At 17, Rousey became the youngest judoka to qualify for the 2004 Olympic Games and won a bronze medal at the 2008 Olympic Games, making history as the first American to achieve this in judo. Transitioning to MMA in 2010, she quickly rose through the ranks, dominating her opponents and winning the bantamweight title from Miesha Tate in 2011. Signing with the UFC in 2012, Rousey became the first female UFC champion, defending her title 6 times before suffering her first loss to Holly Holm in 2015. Despite a comeback attempt in 2016, Rousey eventually transitioned to WWE, where she achieved success as Rowdy Ronda Rousey. You see, Rousey's legacy extends beyond the octagon as she's known for her fierce competitiveness and groundbreaking achievements. Whether it's being an Olympic athlete, UFC champion, or WWE superstar, her impact on combat sports is undeniable. So if these two fighters do end up fighting each other, it will be anything but easy for Fairtex to dominate her in the octagon. But let's give Fairtex the benefit of the doubt. Is Fairtex stronger? After all, she's known for her amazing striking skills, especially in Muay Thai, and she's really quick with her kicks and punches, which have helped her win many fights. She's even been working on her ground game too, so she could put one hell of a fight even with Rousey's judo background. She's getting better at defending takedowns and using grappling moves, but compared to her striking, her ground game is still something she's improving on. On the other hand, Ronda Rousey is known for her skills in judo and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. She's really good at making her opponent submit, especially with her infamous armbar. Rousey's game plan usually involves getting close to her opponent. She uses her judo moves to bring them down to the ground, where she can either punch them a lot or try to make them tap out with a submission hold. She's super aggressive and really good at grappling, which has caused a lot of trouble for her opponents, who find it hard to defend against her attacks on the ground. If they were to fight, the main thing to watch is how each fighter will use their strengths and counter the other moves. Stamp's best bet is to stay back and use her punching and kicking skills. She needs to move well and keep the fight standing, where she's best at using Muay Thai moves. But she also has to be careful of Rousey's close-up fighting, as that could cause problems. Could Rousey beat Fairtex? On the other hand, Ronda Rousey would probably try to get close to Stamp quickly. She'd use her judo skills to throw Stamp to the ground. Once they're down, Rousey will try to get better positions and search for chances to make Stamp give up, especially with submission attempts. But Rousey also needs to watch out for Stamp's punches and kicks even when they're up close. Just one good hit could turn things around. In terms of their physical abilities, both Stamp Fairtex and Ronda Rousey have what it takes to compete at the highest level. Stamp's quickness and agility, along with her sharp striking skills, give her an advantage when the fight stays on its feet. But Rousey's strength and expertise in grappling make her a real threat once the fight goes to the ground. However, it's important to know that Rousey hasn't been actively competing for a while, whereas Stamp has been regularly training and sharpening her skills. Other factors like mental readiness and fight strategies could also play a big part in deciding who comes out on top in this imagined matchup. Both fighters have shown they can handle pressure and have a mindset geared towards winning, but going up against someone from a different fighting background might bring about new obstacles they haven't faced before. Who would win? Ultimately, trying to guess what might happen if Stamp Fairtex and Ronda Rousey were to face off is just speculation. Each of them brings their own strengths and techniques to the table, making it an intriguing battle of styles. But then again, isn't that what MMA is all about? While Stamp's striking and Rousey's grappling are the main strengths, being able to adapt and execute smart game plans will be key to deciding who emerges victorious. So the idea of Stamp Fairtex facing off against Ronda Rousey gets a lot of people in the combat sports world talking. Stamp's strong striking and Rousey's skillful grappling make for an interesting clash of styles. Who would come out on top would depend on things like their game plans, how well they perform, and how they adapt during the fight. Both of them are skilled and in great shape. Rousey has shown she can take hits and stay composed, while Fairtex has proven she's got amazing striking skills. Yet, in MMA, it's not just about talent, strategy, fitness, and the ability to adapt are equally important. So if they were to fight, Rousey would likely try to get close, clinch, and take the fight to the ground using her judo experience. Meanwhile, Fairtex would prefer to keep her distance and use her striking to cause damage and avoid grappling with Rousey. The outcome of this hypothetical match would depend on many factors: how well each fighter prepares, executes their game plan, and adjusts during the fight. Without these specifics, it's hard to say who would dominate who. Sure, Rousey's ground skills are definitely a plus, but Fairtex's striking could be a tough challenge. The winner would probably be the one who can implement their strategy better during the fight. But the question is, who do you think would win out of the two? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.